Nick Knowles presents the National Lottery. Who Dares wins, including a Lotto double rollover draw at 8:10. First on BBC One and the BBC HD channel. It's the night of the Dorothys.
Last week, our first Dorothy left the competition. I have to say, leaving a trail of devastation.
That was even worse than I expected. It's just a shock to the system.
Tonight, 10 girls remain. All young, all ambitious. And they all want to be Andrew Lloyd Webber's next leading lady.
The competition started.
I want to go out there and be the best. I'm going to show you what I'm made of.
I'd be absolutely devastated if I went out on week 2. I really want this.
Definitely got tougher this week, and I need to fight even harder.
Just got to go out there and smash it. I can't wait! I'm going to be the best. I want those ruby slippers.
But who will be your Dorothy? This is Over the Rainbow. It might have won the Grand National earlier, but the race to become Dorothy is well and truly on. Our West End fillies are chomping at the bit. You okay? You right? The panel are pacing the paddock. The good Lord is hoping you'll back a winner. Hey! Oh, it's like Halloween. And they're off. Performing Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. Please welcome our final 10 Dorothys. Tonight to stay in the competition, our final 10 Dorothys. Emily, Jenny, Danny, Sophie, Danielle, Stephanie, Bronte, Jessica, Steph, and Lauren. Terrific. Now, in the next hour, our final 10 will do their best to out-sing, out-perform, and out-act each other in the battle to win your votes and that dream role. It won't be Amy. Last week, she was given the boot and had to hand back her shoes after Steph was saved by the Lord in the sing-off. 2 more of our Dorothys will go through that in tomorrow evening's results show, when the 2 girls with the fewest votes will have to perform again for Andrew. You're going to need help to make your decision, and who better to guide you than our panel of experts. Legendary leading lady, Sheila Hancock. East End boy and West End star, John Partridge. The voice of the valleys, Charlotte Church. And last but not least, the man with the keys to the Emerald City, it's our good Lord, Andrew Lloyd Webber. You always look like you don't like that song.
You're a bad witch tonight with all these pyros and all these
I know, it's
things.
mad, isn't it? It's
extraordinary.
I know. Yes, very good, though. Listen, Andrew, the girl who becomes Dorothy, it's not just about singing and dancing. She's also going to have to be a terrific actress. And I know this week you sent Sheila to give them the benefit of her experience.
Well, one of the extraordinary things about these shows, of course, is that we're not only acting for television, which we have to see tonight, but we're also acting for a great, huge theatre. We're going to be in a very big theatre with The Wizard of Oz. And I think Sheila is fantastic in this role because Sheila has done absolutely both. She's in the London Palladium at the moment, which is the biggest theatre in London, and she also has done so much television, more than we have. So it's going to be an extraordinary evening for us tonight to see what the consequence of all of this work has been.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. It is going to be a night of high drama as our Dorothys go head-to-head for your votes. And don't miss them join forces in a hair-raising group number later. Now, our Dorothys need to be more than just a pretty face. That, as the Scarecrow would say, is a no-brainer. As it's acting week, let's see what happened when Andrew sent Sheila to check up on Sophie Evans and Jessica Robinson.
When I walked onto the stage, all I can remember is my heart was pounding. My throat was like the desert.
I knew it was going to be tough, but I didn't think I was going to be as nervous as I was.
Struggled tonight, but I'm going to put that down to nerves.
And I was the last person to be called to not be in the bottom two, and it was the worst feeling in the world.
Sophie, you're through to next week?
It is emotionally draining, but I think I'm going to have to toughen up because, you know, I can't cry every week.
Just a small town girl.
I'm kind of a small town girl, I suppose.
This house is kind of celebrity, innit?
4 weeks ago I was in school and everything's happened so fast. My feet haven't touched the ground yet, so hopefully this week I'll, you know, ground myself.
Yeah, hello.
It's changed my life completely. I'm just getting into the swing of things and I don't want to go back.
Oh, you think you're something. Absolutely smashed it.
I've just got to forget about back home and realise that I'm here for a reason, and the reason is to win this competition.
Try to make me go to rehab.
First live show, and I thoroughly enjoyed performing.
Jessica, I couldn't stop watching you. You were brilliant.
Wow.
That felt absolutely incredible. I think I'm really different. And I mean, if they're looking for different, then they've got it here, really. I'm really quirky.
Jess is a funny guy. Very big with her facial expression. Such a character.
What I want to find is a gentler side.
Yeah.
Stop all the thing and really focus.
I feel now that I want the part more than I ever did. I feel like I could imagine myself in the part. I do feel like it's a bit of competition now and that I really want to get it over the others.
Life is a journey.
Yes, stop. Great. Absolutely lovely.
I am definitely not at the top of my game yet. I feel like people have only seen the quirky side, and I'm pretty versatile, so I just want the public to see that.
Well, we'll see. You'll be able to vote for your favourite only once all 10 girls have performed. So put the phone down. Yeah, you. We haven't opened the lines yet. And if you are a satellite or cable viewer and fancy to sing along with all the girls, then press your ruby red button. Is that not correct, Andrew?
Colour coordination tonight.
It is good, isn't it? It's
Lovely.
very
It's
good.
absolutely
Yes, you just
fantastic.
need a handbag now and you're done. Let's bring on the Dorothys. Up first, good heavens, it's Sophie Evans. This sweet 17-year-old from Wales is determined to show you her fun side. She's performing That Don't Impress Me Much. Let's hope she will. Stopping at her heels, it's Jessica. Our kooky Miss Middlesbrough is hoping her acting ability will shine through with her rendition of The Voice Within. Could Sophie or Jessica be your Dorothy? It's in your hands. Here's Sophie.
I've known a few guys who thought they were pretty smart, but you got being right down to an art. You think you're a genius, you drive me up the wall. You're a regular, original, know-it-all. Oh, you think you're special. Oh, you think you're something else. Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much. So you got the
Very good. Now, Sophie, it must have been really tough for you last week because it was John named you as the person he didn't think was Dorothy. Yeah. Do you think that performance would have changed his mind?
It did knock my confidence, but through the rehearsals I realised that I can't let it affect my performance, and I felt like I did well.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
And Jessica, obviously you're working with Sheila this week, acting legend. How terrifying was that?
Not actually that terrifying, to be honest, really. I just thought at the end of the day, I've only got this opportunity once, so I'm going to go in there and I'm going to take on board everything that you tell me, and I thank you for that so much, because it's helped me a lot.
All right, well, let's check in with the panel. Sheila, did you see that Sophie and Jessica took your advice during those performances?
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I was disappointed. I mean, we only had quarter of an hour each, and it was the beginning of the week, and a lot has happened since then. But I thought neither of you really picked up on what you told me the song was about. It was, I mean, I could tell from your preparation, Sophie, that you were not going to get it right. We talked, and in the clip, we saw you having fun. It's a fun number. You're joking and you're ribbing these silly, conceited boys. And you're not impressed because you're confident. I didn't get that. And the same with you. We talked about doing the song to a girl that's in tears. Don't get carried away by the crowd. Every time you sing loudly, they applaud. At the very end of the number, I thought you came back to it and you got it. But there was a bit of declamation rather than, calm down, little girl. If you do this, inside your head, you'll be all right.
And, John, what about Sophie? Were you convinced this week?
I'll tell you what frustrates me about you. When I look at you, I see Dorothy. You've got this bubbly personality and you look the part. But when you come out and perform, I just don't feel like you're owning it. You had two boy dancers with you in that performance, and I found myself looking at them rather than you. As a leading lady, you have to stand on the front of the stage with a company of 30 people behind you. Now, if you can't keep my attention with two backing dancers, how are you going to do it with a company of 30? And for you, Jessica, I just felt that there was no truth and no honesty in that performance at all. It was completely presentational. And something else you've got to notice is if you look how you're standing right now, you're standing slightly twine-toed. Your ankles are rolling out in your shoes. You've got to try and correct that.
Okay. All right, tough comment so far. Charlotte, do you agree?
I kind of disagree. I really enjoyed both performances. Like, they weren't the best I've ever seen either of you perform. I've seen you perform better, but I think you did pretty well. Like, I really enjoyed both performances.
OK, well, that's the panel. Let's go to Andrew. The first two girls, what are your thoughts?
It's very difficult because I don't think either of those songs were particularly suited to you, if I'm being totally honest. And I think you struggled a little bit, Sophie. I think anybody would struggle with that song. I don't really get it, I've got to be honest. But I do think there's much more to be got from both of you. I don't think it was your best performance, but we're so early in the programme that I really do think you'll go a lot further, but we've got to work hard now, girls.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, girls.
Thank you.
Remember, one of our Dorothys must leave the competition in tomorrow's results show. If you don't want your favourite to hand back her shoes, then show her your support. Lines open after all the girls have performed. Here's the number you will need for later. 090 11 21 22. Then add 01 for Sophie, or if you think Jessica should be given a shot at West End fame, add 02. Please don't call now, as your votes won't count and you may be charged. All right, let's meet our next two potential leading ladies, Bronte Barbet and Danny Rayner.
I was so nervous before, I sang my song. I think that affected my performance a little bit.
Bronte, it was a good performance. Did it blow me away? No.
The vocal was spotless, but it's one of the saddest songs, and I didn't get that from you at all.
I'm so determined to be Dorothy. You know, every week I want it more and more, and I just can't let this, opportunity pass by. This week is all about personality. I do think I'm pretty quirky and a bit of a lunatic, which is good. You don't have to actually kiss it. I'm so happy with my songs this week because I think I can really show myself through it because it just feels like me. It just feels like, because it's really overexcited. Yes, lovely. I want to show that I'm, a bit quirky, a bit out there, but also that, I'm so prepared for this and I can definitely do the role of Dorothy.
Saturday night was scary.
Who is not Dorothy?
Danny. When Charlotte said I wasn't Dorothy, I was pretty devastated. It was really, really tough to take. I've just got to prove that, I can do it and there is a Dorothy in me.
This week I'm singing Home by Michael Bublé. It's a song about really missing home.
Have you felt at all homesick?
Yeah.
What does homesickness feel like?
I don't know, kind of empty.
These are my like family photos and stuff.
To remind me that, like, everyone's still there, even though they're a bit far away.
There you are, surrounded by people shrieking and clapping, and there you are, aching to see the people that you love.
I feel I can really connect with the song this week. I know what he's kind of talking about, and I can really feel it inside.
That's what, as an actor, you have to do. You have to use your own experience.
Charlotte told me last week that she thought I couldn't be Dorothy. I really want to prove to her this week that I can be.
Well, here's your chance. First, hoping to be the dot that hits the spot, it's Bronte! This Macclesfield student wants to pack a punch with her performance of Suddenly I See. In our pursuit, it's Danny! Our youngest Dorothy is hoping to impress Charlotte tonight with her performance of Home. Well, there's no place like it. Could Bronte or Danny be your Dorothy? You tell me. Here's Bronte!
Face, it's a map of the world, it's a map of the world. And you can see she's a beautiful girl, she's a beautiful girl. And everything around her is a silver pool of light. The people who surround her feel the benefit of it. It makes you calm. She holds you captivative in her palm. And suddenly I see, this is what suddenly I see why the hell it means so much to me. This is what I wanna be. Suddenly I see why the hell it means so much to me. And she's taller than most, and she's looking at me. I can see her eyes looking from the page in a magazine. She makes me feel like I could be a tower, a big strong tower. Yeah, she got the power to be, the power to give, the power to see, yeah, yeah. She's got the power to be, the power to give, the power to see, yeah, yeah. Suddenly I see, this is what I wanna be. Suddenly I see, why the hell it means so much to me. This is what I wanna be. Suddenly I see why the hell it means so much to me.
Another summer day has come and gone away in Paris and Rome, but I wanna go home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone, and I wanna go home. I miss you, you know, and I've been keeping all the letters that I wrote to you, each one a line or two. I'm fine, baby, how are you? Well, I would send them, but I know that it's just not enough. My words were cold and flat, and you deserve more than that. Another aeroplane, another sunny place. I'm lucky, I know, but I wanna go home. I got to go home. Let me go home. I'm just too far from where you are. I wanna come home. Let me go home. I'll be alright. I'll be home tonight. I'm coming back
Danny and Bronte! Well done, ladies. Very good. Now, inside sources at Dorothy Mansions tells me that, is it true you say hello to yourself every day?
Yep. It started off because I had like a really sore throat and I wanted to check if my voice was still there in the morning. So I just thought, well, hello, okay. But now it just comes out and I really can't control it. And the girls are getting a bit, not annoyed, but they're a bit shocked by it in the morning. So I think you need to calm that one down a little bit.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. And now, you, last week, tough, because it was Charlotte said that you weren't her Dorothy. How are you feeling after that performance?
I mean, this is my dream, and I really believe I can do it. I mean, I've had the most amazing time tonight. I really enjoyed it. It's been a really tough week, but I've tried to take on board the panel's criticisms, and I really hope it's kind of come through tonight.
OK, well, our first two girls didn't have a great time with the panel. Let's see how they're feeling now. John, any better news for Bronte or Danny?
Well, Bronte, I kind of saw it. That song is about having a revelation, suddenly realising what you can be and how you can achieve it. And I just felt you had that revelation right at the beginning of the song. And so, therefore, it left you nowhere to go. So then the performance was all kind of on...
I completely disagree. I think
Put 'em up.
No, I swear to
Put
God.
'em up.
No, that didn't happen at all. She was. I saw that the whole way through, and it got bigger and bigger towards the end, and definitely.
I saw it the whole way through, but I saw it from the beginning, and I saw it in the middle, and I saw it in the end. And for me, there was no arc in that performance.
OK, and Danny?
Danny, I thought you started off weakly and then you gained momentum and confidence. Once you got halfway down those stairs, you thought, I can sit down, I'm halfway down, I don't worry about falling over. Then you gained in confidence. Keep pushing, Danny, keep pushing, because you've got it in you.
All right, so Charlotte, I'm guessing you like Bronte then?
Yeah, Bronte, I thought it was great. I could have had a bit more, could have rocked out a bit more. I really could have got a little more of that from you, but it was a good vocal. Once again, not the best I've ever seen you, but you could have been a bit more rocky. Danny, I thought that was brilliant. Like, I'm really pleased for you. Like, lovely vocal. I really got all of your emotion, and it wasn't too much, and it wasn't too subtle. It was just really good. Well done.
Excellent. So I'm guessing you won't be naming Danny this week?
No, definitely not.
Very good. All right, over to Sheila. How did they fare?
I was delighted with Danny. I thought she was terrific, and I thought she used her own experience, and the way she used the word home, that terrible anguish cry, I thought was beautiful, darling. Bronte nearly cracked it. You had to come down that damn staircase in the middle of it, which is so difficult to focus. But you were imagining, we decided, didn't we, that it was Julie Andrews that you were imagining that you wanted to be like. Wow. But I did think you got the contrast between the verse and the chorus very well, and I thought it was a good try. I agree with John, it could have been a little bit more so, a bit more defined, but you're
agreeing with me.
I am. I
wow.
think first time ever, I think.
OK. Some mixed comments from the panel there. How's the Lord feeling? Andrew?
Well, Danny, you really took it so well last weekend. It must have been a ghastly week for you. To imagine to be criticised as the youngest person on the show at 16 and the kind of comments that were being made. And I praised you last weekend, and I'm really glad I did, because what is so great about you is you don't look like a girl who's shopping in Topshop. You look like a girl who could really be part of The Wizard of Oz and could be a Dorothy. And I really think you came home tonight. I'm very proud of you. And Barbie, I kind of agree with Bronte. I'm sorry, I go mad.
That is hard for a name.
I'm in another kind of musical. No, seriously, you nearly delivered it. It is about a girl looking at a picture of an older woman, isn't it? And then deciding that's what her life is going to be. I think you half-cracked it. I know you've got the acting performance within you, and just hope you stay with the programme.
All right, thank you, Andrew. That's his expert opinion, but actually it's what you think that ultimately counts. If you want Bronte or Danny to be Dorothy, here's the number to call when lines open later. 09011 21 22, then add 03 for Bronte, or if you think Danny should wear the ruby slippers, add 04. Still plenty more to come, including a Dorothy-tastic group performance and more news on our search for Toto. Now, our next two Dorothys have already experienced the highs and lows of the competition. One singled out for praise, the other was in last week's sing-off. It's Jenny Douglas and Steph Fearon.
I thought I did the very best I could have done.
I'm not sure that the home for you is the Wizard of Oz.
When Andrew said that, I was just like, nah, I've got no chance now.
Steph, You're in the bottom two.
No one wants to be the first to be in that position.
Whistle down the wind.
I just thought, if this is my last song, I'm going to enjoy it, and I did.
Let your voices carry.
I have to say, Steph.
That was horrible. It's not very nice. When Andrew saved me over Amy, I was so gutted for Amy, but I was so relieved as well at the same time. I just never want to be in that position again.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I want to show Andrew that I can be his Dorothy. I'm really going to raise my game, and being in the bottom two is not an option. Don't write me off just yet.
The first live show was amazing. Had a lot of great comments from the panel.
Jenny, that was just brilliant. I loved it.
Jenny, you knocked it out of the park again.
It does give me an amazing confidence boost, I'm not gonna lie.
I think Jenny is a dark horse in this competition. Last week she really surprised everyone.
I'm impressed with Jenny. Genuinely impressed with Jenny.
I think a few of the girls have underestimated me, but hopefully now they see that, you know, I am a competitor. I like to think of myself as the turtle rather than the hare. You know, in the race, like, I do it slow and steady, and I suppose there is only so much of element of surprise that you can bring. Hopefully they'll sort of wake up and realise, oh yeah, she is actually good.
Instrument cautious, but the race is on. Back and fighting for that dream role, it's Steph! It's London Lovely is singing the Pure Classic, it's oh so quiet. Though she could still be Dorothy. Sidling up behind her is our McDorothy, Jenny! The 18-year-old star performing Songbird to show another side. Could Steph or Jenny be your Dorothy? I don't have the foggiest. Here's Steph!
Shh, it's oh so quiet. Shh, shh, it's oh so still. Shh, shh, you're all alone. Shh, shh, and so peaceful until you fall in love. Sing boom, spike above. Sing boom, he's caving in. Wow, never been so nuts about a guy. You wanna laugh, you wanna cry, you close your heart and hope to die. Till it's over, and then shh, shh, it's nice and quiet. Shh, shh, but again, shh, starts another big riot. You blow up, you sing boom, death cuts loose, sing boom, so what's the use? Wow,
Congratulations, ladies. Now, Steph, Andrew saved you last week. Do you think you've done enough to stay out of the sing-off this week?
I hope so. I've had so much fun working on this number, and it shows a different side of my personality, so I just hope everyone else enjoyed it as much as me. So.
Well, they seem to. And Jenny, I was wondering, because now that, you know, somebody is leaving every week, has it made the girls much more competitive?
I think so, yeah. I think everybody's stepped up their game. I mean, nobody wants to leave, you know. I think everyone's making their performances tip-top so that they're not the ones that are going home. But me personally, I just try to have fun every Saturday, you know, because it could be your last chance, so you just got to have fun with it.
All right, thanks, Jenny. Charlotte. Obviously, Steph was in the sing-off, but do you think Jenny or Steph are in danger tonight?
I really hope not. And I disagreed. I didn't think you should have been in the bottom two last week either, but I thought that performance was fearless, brilliant. Like, I mean, just to be able to go out there and just completely let it all go and give your absolute 100% is actually quite a hard thing to do. So I thought it was brilliant, vocally, everything, absolutely great performance. And Jenny, you just shock me every week. I was a little... Because this is a really hard song to sing, actually, because there's quite a lot of, like, long notes, and it really shows up the instrument that you actually have. And it's also quite hard on the breath control. And I was a little worried that your voice got very nasally sometimes, but you didn't at all there. You had a lovely tone throughout, and you just sang it really, really beautifully. So well done to the both of you.
OK, nice words from Charlotte. Sheila, in the past, you've been very complimentary about both these girls. Are you still feeling pro them?
Yes, I have to say they're two of the bravest girls. They've both had a terrible week. I mean, Steph, to regain her confidence, Jenny has something associated with this song privately, which makes it very difficult for her to sing it. But you did it. You did it. And Steph as well. I could have done Steph with more calm and more wallop when you fall in love. Just a bit braver. But, you know, it was terrific. Really terrific. Both of you. I thought you did beautifully.
And John.
Well, Miss Hancock, I've got to disagree. Stephanie Fearon, that is how you front a number. Ladies, take note. That was absolutely fantastic. You had backing dancers with you, and you were like, these are my backing dancers, but backup dancers, this is my show. And it was fantastic.
You're not disagreeing. I thought she was wonderful, too.
I thought she could have been braver. I thought it was brave enough. And Jenny, I enjoyed seeing a softer side to you this week. I did think you could have had a little more passion in there, but I'm still a fan of Jenny Douglas.
All right, thank you, panel. Over to Andrew. Your thoughts, please.
Steph, I promise I won't call you Fearon. I am sorry about that. Did you know that song was not originally recorded by Bjork?
Yes.
It was recorded by Betty Hutton in 1948. And Betty Hutton was the takeover from Judy Garland in Annie Get Your Gun, the movie. Useless piece of trivia, but to put you at your ease, just to tell you I thought you did wonderfully tonight. And I'm so pleased I saved you. I mean, it was quite a different performance. I saw a different side to you. And my goodness me, I mean, Songbird is a song that we've heard so many times on reality TV shows. I mean, everybody seems to have done it. It's a really difficult song to make your own because of Eva Cassidy and the many artists who've done it. I thought you did it beautifully. You were completely in tune. Your pitching was immaculate. It was a great performance from both of you. Thank you both.
Congratulations, ladies. High praise indeed. But remember, no Dorothy is safe. To keep your favourite out of danger, here's the number to call when lines open later. 090 11 21 22. Then add 05 for Steph, or if you think Jenny could be Dorothy, add 06. Of course, it's not just Dorothy we're searching for. Oh, no. We're also on the lookout for a four-legged friend to play Toto. And in our results show tomorrow night, you'll be able to see our hopefuls turn up by the kennel load to sniff out the role. Let's go, wait for this, Rover the Rainbow. Rover the Rainbow.
A lot of people say he's quite ugly, so I want to give him a chance to shine.
Your dog can do leg weaves, turns. This is your chance to show it off. Do you, Bill?
Oh, how about that?
And whereabouts did you come from?
Manchester.
From Manchester?
Well, Warrington.
Oh, God.
Andrew Lloyd Webber. If you're watching, Tiggy is the best dog on earth and she could be Toto.
In the musical, Dorothy was whisked away by a tornado to the magical land of Oz. Let's meet our next two contenders, hoping to get caught in a whirlwind of West End success. Danielle Hope and Lauren Samuels.
The first live show. I've never felt that nervous in my entire life.
Danielle, I thought it was an intelligent interpretation, but you could go further. And I suggest that you imagine somebody that you're saying it to, and that would focus it, I think.
Really let me see it in your eyes.
Okay.
I'm your mum. Come on.
I really thought she was trying to bring that stage presence in by giving me something to react to. I really thought that she brought that out of me.
Much bigger, much better. Imagine chasing your mother around. I was trying to incite her to be a bit more present.
I tend to hang back a little bit because that's just the type of person I am. I do consider myself to be a bit of a wallflower, but I don't think people should look over me or judge me for being quiet. I've got just as much as everybody else to give. Just because I'm a little bit more reserved doesn't mean that I can't pack a punch on stage.
Lauren, I'm completely in awe of your voice, I've got to say. It was really, really brilliant.
I wanted to scream and shout and go, yeah, yes, did you hear that? Can I just remind you that Charlotte said she was in awe of my voice? But I'm a really picky person and I'm a perfectionist. So to me, I would have liked it to have gone 10% better.
Just do it a bit with the music.
Never fall in love.
I've never been in a competition before in my life, and I've never won anything either, so this is going to be the first. I do feel like now the competition has started, and the plan is to make every single girl go, Lauren, it's my toughest competition.
Okay. Determined to stand out for the crowd, it's Danielle! This Manchester student is singing Just a Little Girl and is hoping to prove she's anything but. Trying to steal her sunshine is Lauren! Our determined Dorothy will be performing the Dionne Warwick classic, I'll Never Fall in Love Again. Could Danielle or Lauren be your Dorothy? You tell me. Here's Danielle!
Sometimes I feel you're not listening. Sometimes I feel you don't understand. But I think I've got the answer already. I know what you're gonna say. 'Cause I'm just a little girl, you see. But there's a hell of a lot more to me. Don't ever underestimate what I can do. Don't ever tell me how I'm meant to be. You say I'm just a little girl, just a little girl. How can I compare? What do I know? What have I got to share? How I wish that you could see all there is of me. How I long to hear that you take me for who I am. 'Cause I'm just a little girl, you see. But there's a hell of a lot more to me. Don't ever underestimate what I can do. Don't ever tell me how I'm meant to be. What do you get when you fall in love? A guy with a pin to burst your bubble. That's what you get for all your trouble. I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again.
Loving it in the room. And so, Danielle, after that, do you feel like you'll stand out from the pack more?
I hope so. It's really, really strange because at home I'm not, like, I'm quite a bubbly person and quite, you know, like, ah. And here I've sort of like retreated in myself, which is really unlike me. I think it's just the nature of the competition. But I just really tried to let go with that song a little bit more. It's not something that I would have chosen. It's not something that's in my comfort zone. So I really tried my best.
All right, and Lauren, obviously all the girls are living, breathing, sleeping Dorothy. Even your family, apparently.
Yeah, my mum keeps having a recurring nightmare that she has to sing in the sing-off for me, and that Andrew has to choose from her performance whether I stay in the competition. And I feel quite sorry for her, but I hope it doesn't happen.
Fingers crossed. All right, let's go over to the panel. Sheila, what did you think of those performances?
I was pleased with both of them. And Danielle, I mean, I don't care whether you get Dorothy or not. You've got a big career ahead of you. You're a really good actress. But I thought you had a really good go at that, and you coloured in. It was lots of little nuances. And the same with you, Lauren. I mean, that was witty and charming and light. And you're a bit a basher. You know, sometimes you use your voice and let rip. But you controlled it, and you kept it light and witty. I thought it was very good, and I loved the ending.
John, do you agree?
Well, Danielle, nobody's going to look over you after that performance, because that was your best performance to date. It was committed, it was intelligent, and it was an extremely sophisticated performance for a girl your age. Lauren, I'm getting bored of hearing myself say how fabulous you are, but you were fabulous again. It was witty, it was conversational. I loved it.
Wow. OK, it's going well so far. I think it's going well so far. Let's see what Charlotte thinks.
Danielle, I thought, I love how you're so dynamic. You're not afraid to be really quiet, you know, sing really quietly, and that has a great effect. Love the whole performance. Absolutely brilliant. Lauren, I think you need to be a little bit careful, because on the videotape we saw before your performance, you're very confident, which is great, but sometimes it can come across as a bit arrogant. But saying that, when you come out and you perform like that, it was just unbelievable, so fair dues to you.
All right, 3 panellists, 1 Lord to go. How did you feel about those performances?
Well, Lauren, that song comes from a musical called Promises, Promises. A wonderful, wonderful musical. I always worried, of course, if it wasn't pneumonia and phonia, what would have happened if the lyricist had to rhyme jaundice? But I thought you did it very, very well, a little bit too knowing for me, but I saw the first night with Betty Buckley in London, and she did it wonderfully, and it was very innocent, and she just played it with a guitar and sat on a bed, and I think there's another performance of that you could give. Now, Danielle, that's something else, isn't it? I mean, you're really fantastic. You are a very, very strong contender.
Wow. Well, Lauren...
No, I just think more of this, and more from both of you, because both of you have got it within you. Really, you have.
Very good. Well, I'm sure Lauren and Danielle are happy for those comments. But remember, 2 of our 10 Dorothys must perform in the dreaded sing-off tomorrow night. If you want Danielle or Lauren to avoid that fate, here's the number to call later. 090 11 21 22. Then add 07 for Danielle. And if you want Lauren to tread the boards in the West End, then add 08. Don't call now. Your vote won't count. Let's meet our final 2 Dorothys. With their eyes on the prize, it's Emily Fleming and Stephanie Davis. Welcome, Dorothy, Emily Fleming!
There's a lot of pressure being the wild card. The public are relying on you because they voted you back in.
You're a really gutsy girl, and I just wish that you'd put a little bit of that personality into that performance.
I feel like maybe you've lost a bit of your self-confidence.
I think the pressure did get to me on performance. Knowing that you haven't been yourself and you haven't showed what you're fully about, that was hard. This week is about a clean slate. It's about showing the public who I am.
I want to see you really let rip.
Show them that I am as good, if not better, than most of the girls.
Really shake it out. Shake it out now. That's it.
I'm just going to come out fighting.
Opening the first live show was amazing. It was such an adrenaline rush. I loved every single moment of it.
You were so self-confident, and you have every right to be, because that was unbelievable.
But it wasn't just her performance that was getting comments on Saturday.
Poor Steph tried to cook a frozen chicken the other day, and
Whoa, you shouldn't have said anything. There's been 9 of you left.
This is the first time I've properly lived away from home. And I'm not very good at doing stuff around the house. I've never actually used a washing machine in my life.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny to live with. She is like a little child. She does drive us all insane.
She's so full on, and that's fabulous. What we've got to see now, whether she can be very simple and truthful.
Everyone sees me as this loud, wacky Stephanie, but I want to prove to everyone that there's more to me than what meets the eye.
Well, they all do. Gunning for your vote, it's Emily. This Tyneside teen is singing The Boy Does Nothing. Let's hope she gives everything. Giving Emily a run for her money, it's Stephanie. Our chirpy chatterbox from Liverpool is singing Smile. Let's hope that's what the panel do. Could Emily or Stephanie be Dorothy? They think so. Here's Emily.
I got a man with 2 left feet, and when he dances down to the beach, I really think that he should know that his rhythm stops up, go. Does he wash up? He never washes up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? He never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. Wash up? He never washes up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? He never brushed up. He does nothing, the boy does nothing. Hey boy, how you been? I got 1,000 miles with you at the beginning. I've been here, been there traveling. I saw you at the corner, my vibe kicked in. I'm gonna feel the beat within my soul. I need a man to take control. Let the melody blow you all away. Does he wash up? He never washes up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? He never brushes up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. Work it out now. Work it out now. To the mambo, shake it all around now. Everybody on the floor, let me see it. Clap your hands. I wanna see you work. I wanna see you move your body and turn. I wanna see you shake your hips and learn. I wanna see you work it out now. Hey! Does he wash up? He never washes up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? He never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow. Smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
Stephanie and Emily. Congratulations. Now, Emily, the panel said they wanted to see sort of fighting spirit from you. So did you come out fighting this week.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I was disappointed with the performance last week, but I've just got so much more to give, and I just wanted to show that gutsy side, so hopefully I did.
And Stephanie, I know Sheila wanted you to sort of calm down. I mean, how easy do you find it to calm down?
Hard to believe, no. It's been brilliant, and I've loved this song, you know. I really wanted this song to show everyone at home and the judges that hopefully, you know, there is a different side to me, and this song really means a lot to me, and that really come from the heart, so just hope, you know, they got that.
All right, well, let's find out if they did. John, your thoughts on those performances?
Well, Emily Fleming back in the competition. What a great set of pins you've got as well. I would have liked you to connect the choreography a little more to the lyric, but overall, I thought it was a great performance. Stephanie, I loved seeing a softer side to you. I think you could have had a little better breath control. I think you broke some of the phrases up, but it was still great.
Thanks.
All right. Charlotte, what did you make of our final two?
Emily, I enjoyed the whole performance, and I thought, you know, you were kind of sassy with your dancing and everything, but there's still, you really need to learn to control your voice, like, because I know you're bouncing about and you're dancing and stuff, but that did come through, like, and you were a bit pitchy in places. So you really need to focus. I'd love to hear you sing a ballad next week. Just really simple, just stand there and sing and use your instrument. And Stephanie, I think you're absolutely brilliant. I love that performance. I really felt like it was really heartfelt. And I just love your tone of voice. I think it was perfect. I think it was the performance of the night for me.
Wow. Praise indeed. And finally, over to Sheila.
Yeah, I thought they both did well. Not as well as I hoped, though. When you started, Stephanie, I thought it was going to be great. I thought it was going to be disastrous because it was sort of smile, really. And if you remember, you decided that you were doing it to somebody that needed help, so it had to be very strong. But as the number went on, then you got into it, and at the end, I certainly thought you were talking to somebody. You could have had more fun with that, Emily. You know, I mean, the choreography was fun. You didn't relate to the boys as much as you should have done. You know, you got two fellas there who do nothing, you know, and they do nothing. I mean, she's really, and I think the number should build more. But then, of course, you're controlled by the rhythm. No matter what we discuss in the rehearsal room, you come and the rhythm pushes you along and the orchestration pushes you along. So it's jolly difficult.
I thought she did connect with the boys, though. I
Did
have to
you?
disagree. I thought you did connect with the boys. You did a good job.
Okay. Let's go and find out what Big Man thinks. Andrew, our final two girls.
Stephanie, I must tell you a story. When I was about your age, I went to this music publisher, and he was one of the old-fashioned, Tin Pan Alley music publishers. And I started playing this tune to him, and he said, stop. He said, stop. He said, when Charlie Chaplin came into my office and played Smile, not only did he play a great tune, but he played it on one finger. And that's true, he couldn't really play the piano, and it was a great tune. You did it beautifully, really well, with real intelligence, and you turned me around. I wasn't sure last week. I really wasn't quite sure, but you were fantastic. And Emily, my goodness me, well, it's very difficult when you've got the dance and the movement and everything. And I rather agree with Charlotte. I don't think you've completely got your voice under control yet, but 13-year-olds, like my daughter, love you. They can be fickle, of course, at that age, but I reckon that they'll stay with you this week.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, girls. That's what the Lord and the panel think, but ultimately it's your votes that will determine which girls are safely taken next week. If you want to keep Emily or Stephanie safe from tomorrow night's sing-off, the number to call shortly is 09011 21 22. Then add 09 for Emily, or if you think Stephanie is the right girl for the role, add 10. But remember, do not call until I say so. Control yourself. I will be opening the phone line shortly. Your final thoughts on the performances we've seen tonight?
Well, I tell you what, I think we've got to ask ourselves a couple of questions, and that's just kind of like all of us, because there's one thing that's slightly worrying me, which is that I'm losing some of the innocence that you girls had, I think, in the way that the hair's being done. I'm not being silly about that. I don't want to single anybody out, but I did prefer Jessica when I first saw her, and she was slightly blonde, and I just sort of feel we've got to remember we're casting Dorothy and we're not casting Girls Aloud. Whilst I think you all look gorgeous and absolutely fantastic, let's remember where we're coming from and where we're going.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. Still to come, we've got an amazing group performance from our Dorothys as they take on Hairspray. And tomorrow night, you'll see them in a very special acting mission. But who's a drama sensation and who's a drama dropout?
You can talk, can't you?
Of course!
I'm Dorothy. I'm Dorothy.
My name's Dorothy.
I'm Dorothy.
Oh, how do you do? You have to go that way, sweetheart.
Oh, sorry.
If I only had a brain.
And there'll be more of that tomorrow. Okay? Fingers at the ready. The lines are now open. They'll stay open until 8:30 tonight. Vote now. Keep your favourite out of tomorrow's sing-off. Calls cost 25p for weekly landline. Other operators may vary, and calls from mobiles will be considerably higher. 14p from each call will go towards the BBC Performing Arts Fund. And if you're under 18, remember to get the bill payer's permission. Full terms and conditions are available at bbc.co.uk/Dorothy. Still unsure which Dorothy you're a friend of? Well, here's a reminder of this evening's performances and those all-important numbers you need to dial. Shoes. All 10 of our girls want a career in the West End, and they'll stop at nothing to get the part. In a moment, you'll see them join forces for a special performance from Hairspray. But will they gel together?
Okay, girls, we're going to do the group numbers. It's your opportunity to show your personality, just show everyone what you're made of.
It is one heck of a song. We're trying to do the lyrics, we're trying to do the moves, and it is so quick, none of us can breathe.
What about you, girls? I'm sweating slightly.
Oh God, that was awful.
Right, let's go back to the top and clean this up.
Oh, you tried so hard.
Come on, girls, tune in. Your brains have gone to Outer Mongolia.
We're really shattered. There's so many routines to learn. So hard. I think we're deliriously tired at the moment.
You don't leave me alone. I'm tired.
Pipe down, children.
I'm being truthful, I'm really tired.
Put me in a bad mood now, I'm not even in the mood. Jess is in a good mood today. I keep telling her to get to bed early, but she never does.
It's kind of hard, but we're all pushing through and we're all trying to learn it.
Everyone is really, really tired, but we're trying to give it everything we've got. If we hit the nail on the head, then we can get it.
performing Can't Stop the Beat from Hairspray. Please welcome back our Dorothys!
You can't stop an avalanche as it races down the hill. You can try to stop the seasons, girl, but you know you never will. And you can try to stop my dancing feet, but I just cannot stand still. 'Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart keeps time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, then I found my way. You can't stop the beat ever since this whole world began. A woman that if you shake it, she can shake like a man. So I'm gonna shake it, shimmy, it's the best that I can today. You can't stop the motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. You wonder if you wanna, but I never ask why. And if you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say, you can't stop the beat. You can't stop the river as it rushes through the sea. You can try to stop the hands of time, but you know that it just can't be. And if they try to stop us, see me, I'll call the end of an ACP. 'Cause the world keeps spinning around and around, and my heart keeps time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard this drum, and I found my way. You can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. You can try to stop the paradise you're dreaming of, but you can't stop the rhythm of your heart's in love to stay. You can't stop the beat ever since you first saw the light. And a woman like to shake it on a Saturday night. So I'm gonna shake it, shimmy, it's all in my mind today. You can't stop the beat ever since you first saw the sun. I see my eyes look up and always try to be someone. So I'm gonna shake it, shimmy, and have some fun today. You can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. You can try to stop the paradise that you're dreaming of, but you can't stop the rhythm of your heart's in love to stay. You can't stop the beat. You can't stop the beat. You can't stop the beat.
Our Dorothys, everybody! Oh, I bet they're lacquered after that. Well, that's it for tonight. One Dorothy must go home tomorrow. Every single vote counts. Remember, the lines close at 8:30 tonight. Please don't call after then, as your vote won't count and you may still be charged. We're back again tomorrow when our girls become drama queens as they're put through their paces in the acting mission. Plus, don't miss another of our unique Dorothy musical mashups. And the search for Toto begins. One more Dorothy must leave. Who will that be? 10 become 9. Tomorrow night at 8:15 on BBC One. Good night.
You've watched our Dorothys, now it's your turn. The Over the Rainbow Sing Live Tour is happening across the country in May.